It's wonderful to have you from all over the world. I mean, literally, we are connecting three continents. We have Khurram Shroff. He's in Canada. He's in Toronto. Beautiful and sunny out there. Well, not sunny, but at least it's nice. We have George here in Dubai in the middle with us, and Kayvan Petersen in beautiful Singapore. So literally, we're connecting the world, which actually is a wonderful backdrop to our conversation today on crypto, and the future is now. I think setting the context is really important. The first thing is that this whole crypto revolution that we're going through, it really is like a gold rush. If you go into the 18th and 19th centuries in the US, everybody was chasing the gold. How many got it? Perhaps 1%. It's actually the folks on the side, the pick and axle guys, the jeans and Levi's. Those are the guys who made the real money at a sustainable level. So that's something we'll talk about today. We should also talk about the social impact, because what is happening now is that the impact of cryptocurrency can potentially impact societies, individuals. People will make a lot of money. A lot of them will actually lose a lot of money. And that volatility is something that we need to be looking at, because this is like monopoly money, and we need to understand value in this whole process. So that's something we'll dig into. We're also looking at a completely new ecosystem. It's a very young ecosystem. The first time a Bitcoin came out was 2009. By the time it started getting a little bit more mature, it was 2013, 14. And really, it's the last couple of years when it's just simply taken off. So we need to be able to figure out how this thing is coming together. And now embedded at the bottom end with blockchain, we are in a key environment where it is genuinely global. So there are no boundaries. Everything is overlapping and then moving forward from there.
So you look at Bitcoin, depending on where the price is, 30 to 40K range, which we've been in for quite a few weeks. You know, it's around 720 billion, or actually, 600 billion now. Also tells you something about kind of the volatility in the space. But what does that mean? That means it's under, 0.2% of world assets. It's less than 0.5% of investable universe of assets out there. It's under 2% of total US equities or global family office wealth. And it's maybe, circa 5 to 7% of gold value, right? And the context here is obviously to give you an understanding or an idea of still how early it is, despite the crazy astronomical growth that we've seen in a very, very young space, so to speak.
But it's so interesting to see that there's so many other aspects of human society that needs to get fixed before we even care about Bitcoin, because it's so negligible. Bitcoin has been so volatile that it has really shown the flaws of different societies and different governments and different mindsets. And, I go back to what our friend Cesar of Binance said, Bitcoin is a concept. We're not a corporation, we're not a company, it's a concept in which now, as with 70, 80 million wallets, but at least 500 million people or more understand or know that concept in their brain.
What we realize is that this technology is new, but it is by itself already created tremendous value. And I like to put the value that goes beyond just the cryptocurrencies and the coins, etc. I really talk about enterprise blockchain. And I think the combination of the two is really what is going to create a lot of force in shaping the new economies that we're trying to create by saving substantial operation value, by creating new value, and by enabling entrepreneurs to create new solutions. Now,
I would say to the world is get involved, right? Learn about it, maybe invest a little bit in it, right? If you're not interested in investing in crypto directly, invest in public companies like Mr. Michael Saylor or mining. But you always need to talk to an investment advisor before you make an investment decision.
Pioneers are celebrated when they're right, and no one talks about the crazy people that got it all wrong, right?
Yes.
But you know, I believe that the future is here. It's unevenly distributed, right? I think that people should remember that even on the onset of the internet, Bill Gates thought the internet was not a big deal.
You know, whenever I talk about any of these sessions, and I always start with the word trust. We need to build trust, and that will happen over time with learning, unlearning, understanding, winning, losing, but we need to build trust over time. And the other one is a little bit of empathy. Empathy for the people who can benefit from this. And we should put in our overall frame and the intent out there in terms of what social impact we can make, how we can help countries, how we can bring people out of poverty and so on. And here is a new tool that we have. And I believe if we put our minds, our collective minds and collective intelligence towards this, we should be able to start finding good solutions around it.